Hi, Jackie Van Ruler, and in today's video I want to talk about cholesterol. So I've had a lot of you reach out to me and ask me what you can do to lower your cholesterol levels. And I really want to talk a lot about what cholesterol is and what cholesterol does. And I have milk on my hands from feeding my baby goat, so sorry about that. I just realized that I still had some on there. So anyway, cholesterol is actually an antioxidant, so something that's really good for your body. So when people are talking about how bad cholesterol is, they're kind of looking at it out of context. So cholesterol has a lot of functions in your body. First, a lot of it is made in your body. You don't necessarily get it from your diet. In fact, in the best case scenario, you would get about 25% of your cholesterol from your diet, and about 75% of it is made in your body. It's mostly made in your liver, and cholesterol is a precursor to your sex hormones, things like estrogen, progesterone, and testosterone. So if you don't have enough cholesterol, you're not going to make enough of these hormones. Your hormones will get out of balance. And your hormones are really important for anti-aging. It's really good to have plenty of hormones. If you don't, everything's going to kind of go in a little decline in your body. Secondly, cholesterol is used to repair your cells, your cell membranes, and your the walls of your arteries and veins. So what happens is that when you've had a lot of damage to these blood vessels, you get these cholesterol plaques that come in and repair it. So think about like if you were to punch a hole in your wall, and then you go and repair it with, you make a repair, you make a patch of it. It's not the patch that's the bad thing, it's the fact that you had the damage in the first place. So cholesterol is produced when your body's under a lot of stress, because your body's saying, hey, I need to make more cholesterol to do more repair because the body's in a lot of stress. So it's not the cholesterol that's the bad thing, it's the stress. So when it comes to cholesterol, if your levels are high, think about, is it a time when you're going through a lot of stress? A lot of times your body will overproduce cholesterol because your body is stressed. So if you turn off the stress, the cholesterol levels will go to normal. So in other words, it's not the cholesterol that's causing the problem, it's the stress. So you wouldn't go and say, okay, the fact that my wall has a lot of holes in it or has been patched, that's the problem. The problem is like, why is it getting the damage in the first place? Secondly, just because you have a high cholesterol level, it doesn't mean that you're more prone to heart disease. And in the study that they did in the 1980s, the Framingham study, it actually showed that there wasn't much difference between somebody who had low cholesterol and high cholesterol as to the levels of heart attacks or strokes or things like that. But what they did in the study is they said, okay, if you have low cholesterol, you have a 1 in 1,000 chance of getting a heart attack or stroke. If you have a high cholesterol, then you have a 2 in 1,000. And so what they said is this goes from 1 to 2. You have a 100% increased risk of getting a heart attack or a stroke with high cholesterol, because it went from 1 in 1,000 to 2 in 1,000. Really, that's a 0.1% difference. Well, nobody's going to worry about their cholesterol if there's a 0.1% difference in heart attacks or strokes. But if they say, oh, it's 100%, you have a 100% increased risk of getting a heart attack or a stroke if your cholesterol is high, people are going to be willing to take medications. They're going to be willing to change their diet or do things like that. And then what happened during that time is they started really promoting things like margarine and trans fats. And things like that are actually at a much higher risk of causing heart attacks and strokes than just eating a normal diet, which is what people were eating at that time anyway. And what happened is our rates of obesity, our rates of heart attacks, strokes, cancers, and things like that have actually gone up. So I did include, and I will include in the comments on here, a couple of videos that I watched that I thought were really cool and really talked about the risks of taking cholesterol lowering drugs or statins, and that the risks actually really outweigh the benefits. And so really think about that before you think about going on a statin or a cholesterol lowering drug. But in today's video, I'm going to show you some points you can use to really help your body to make and use cholesterol really efficiently. So we're going to really be working on our heart and our liver, because we're not worried about the cholesterol, we're worried about circulation, we're worried about our heart being able to function properly, to pump our blood. And when you have issues with that, that's when you're more likely to have a heart attack, not necessarily when you have high cholesterol. So we're going to start with this area right above the right brow, and I'm pointing to my left right now, so right above the right brow, and we're just going to color that area in with your magic wand. So take your magic wand and just do some circles in this area. Like I'm feeling a little bit of tension right in here. So I'm just going to hang out in that area for just a few seconds and a few extra turns. And this whole area is covering the zone of the liver and gallbladder. And as we get up here, we also want to get this point right in here, which is point 124, and that's specific to the gallbladder. One of the other functions of cholesterol is it's also a precursor to bile. And bile is an emulsifier or a detergent that's designed to break down fats. And you need bile in order for your body to have enough vitamins A, D, E, and K. So these are the fat-soluble vitamins. So if you don't have enough cholesterol, your body won't do a good job of making bile, and you won't be able to break down fats as easily. I'm feeling another spot in here that just feels a little lumpy and bumpy. I'm just going to hang out there a little bit longer. Nice and slow. Deep breaths while you're doing this. And then we're going to work all around the eyes. So we're going to start right in the point in the middle of the brow. This is a point for regulating hormone production, the glands, and all of that in your body. And then we're going to work all around your eyes. So this has to do with your reproductive organs, your ovaries and testes, and where a lot of your steroids are made. So we really want to have really good steroid production in your body. We want that nice and balanced, because that's going to keep you feeling young, youthful, keep your circulation in check, keep all your body's functions just like they should be. So really spending some good time working around the eyes. And if you feel some spots that are lumpy or bumpy, again, just remember to stop and stay there for just a second. So I'm going to stay here because I feel an area that's a little lumpier and bumpier. I'm just going to do 2 passes around the eyes. And I'm really going to spend a little extra time right here underneath the eye, on the outer part of the eye. This is an area for the pericardium. So it's an area that really helps the heart to pump more effectively and efficiently, and it helps with your circulation. So when you think about cholesterol levels and how they might show that you're unhealthy, I would actually say don't look at the cholesterol levels, but look at how well do you feel. Do you feel like you're getting good circulation? Do you feel like you have energy? Do you feel like your feet warm or your hands warm? Do you have numbness and tingling? Anything like that, anything that shows that you have less circulation. Do you have trouble breathing? Those are the things that I would worry about more than an actual level in your blood, because cholesterol is a good thing in your body. And so a high cholesterol level doesn't necessarily mean that you're more prone to heart disease. It might just show that your body is under stress, and so it's pumping out more cholesterol in case it needs it to make repairs. Incidentally, if you fall and cut yourself or anything like that, that scab is made mostly of cholesterol. So when your cholesterol levels are high, look at what's going on in your life. Look at how stressed you are and see if that could be more of a contributing factor than anything else. If you feel like circulation is a factor, I would follow this video on a regular basis. Also make sure that you're getting out and walking and exercising and getting massages or things like that, things you can do to improve your circulation and also reduce your stress at the same time. Again, I'm working this area right underneath the outer part of the eye. Really great spot for circulation. And your heart as well. Okay. Next, we're going to come down and work the whole nose, which is a reflection of the heart. And if you're not already subscribed to my emails, make sure you do that so you get this face map. So I have to hold it at a sideways angle because my light reflects on it. But you'll get a face map that shows all of these areas. And here we're going to work the area right between the eyes. This is the point for the heart. We want to make sure we have really good energy flow to the heart. It's obviously very important. And then we're going to go in and work just the whole nose, knowing that it's a reflection of the heart. Incidentally, when people get heart disease or they have issues with circulation, a lot of times the place it will show up on is your nose. A lot of people might get a lot of redness, bumpiness, large pores, inflammation, and stuff like that on the nose. A red bulbous or purple nose is often a sign of heart disease. And so if you have any of those things, I would really work this at least daily, maybe a couple times a day. And notice, what are some things I can do to increase my circulation? Do some walking, movement, decrease your stress, get massages and get circulation that way. Really, really important to have good movement and flow through your body. Okay, and once we do that, we're going to come right below the nose. There's this spot right here. This is a really good spot for regulating hormones like estrogen and progesterone, and men testosterone. And then we're going to come over to the right side of the face, in line with the bottom of the nose, directly under the iris of the eye. We have the point for the liver, knowing that cholesterol is made mainly in the liver. And then we're coming over a little bit more to the gallbladder. And then up and in between them is point 233 is the fat burning point. It's really important that our body is able to break down fat so we can use those fat soluble vitamins. And also, fat stores toxins. So if we have some extra fat in our body, we probably have a lot of extra toxin storage going on. So as we work to improve circulation, improve fat metabolism, we'll also be detoxifying your body and improving those wonderful vitamins A, D, E, and K that really help your body to stay healthy. Vitamin A in particular is very good for your eyes and your skin, as well as vitamin E. Vitamin D is really good for your mood. You find yourself getting depression in the middle of the winter when it's cold, vitamin D will really help you with that. Also really good for your immune system. Next, we're going to work the spleen point. So in line with the flare of the nose, directly underneath the iris of the eye, we have the spleen. Spleen is really good for strengthening and enhancing your blood vessels. So you want to have nice, strong blood vessels that are not as prone to stress or injury. The spleen can also be really great for reducing sugar cravings. And oftentimes it's sugar and carbohydrates and things like that that cause more damage to your arteries than anything else. And also always at the end of every protocol, we're going to work around the ears. So either circling the ears, coming down the front side, or going up and down the front side of the ear. Either way is fine. Today I feel like circling, so I'm going to circle, going down the front side, encouraging lymphatic drainage, enhancing the immune system, increasing energy, and sealing that protocol in. If you're having any issues with circulation, if you have any fears of heart disease, or you know that you might be prone to it, then I would do this protocol on a regular basis, really working that heart, improving circulation, causing like lots and lots of energy flow to your heart, to your organs, your veins, arteries, and just allowing your body to use cholesterol in the way that it's meant to. And again, I'll be posting a couple of links to videos that I really enjoyed that talk about statins and cholesterol lowering drugs. I would highly suggest that you do some good research before you even think about taking those. And if you are on them, or if you know somebody on them, please forward this video or one of those videos to them, because this is probably one of the most dangerous drugs to be taking today. As always, thanks for watching. Please pass this video along to anybody who can use it today. And let me know in the comments if there's something else that you want to learn about with your body. How can you improve your energy, decrease your levels of stress, and just improve how you feel on a daily basis. Thank you for watching. I will see you soon.